Returning to Source, Class 7, Partner Rejection and Divine Lover, Inner Child. Hello, I'm Jim Morningstar, your guide through this 9-class journey of returning to Source. Today's topic addresses intimate relationships, the wounding that can come from the feelings of rejection or abandonment in them, and how techniques, be they breathwork or tantra, that employ the concepts of divine lover and or inner child can help heal these woundings. From wounded child to divine infant. On my personal journey and in my professional life, I resisted the concept of the inner child for years, judging it to be too cutesy and not deep or substantial, until I had to admit the real reason I was avoiding was that it made me feel too vulnerable. How we can avoid dealing with our emotional body as adults is to rise above our feelings and see them as childish, something that is beneath our rational control. In so doing, we try to handle our residual reservoir of fear by damming it up until we're overwhelmed by a major event, and then the dam bursts and we're out of control. This event could be a major loss, or actually anything that worms its way into our emotional body, like a baby crying on an airplane. I avoided children as a young adult because I couldn't control them and thought that they could trigger me into feelings I couldn't control. I had to finally face my feelings I had been suppressing and learn a different type of control than a dam holding my feelings at bay. More like the control of flowing with my feelings as a surfer does riding a wave. Scary at first, but very gratifying and eventually very pleasurable. Emotions are the river of life and give a color and meaning that's beyond the realm of the logical mind. To make peace with your emotional body is to literally unite the right and left hemispheres of your brain. To have equal partnership between your EQ, emotional quotient, and your IQ, intellectual quotient, and in so doing, regain wholeness. Now, we impute feelings to children, and so the concept of the inner child gives us permission to own our vulnerability and partner respectfully with this lost source of intelligence, our emotional body, that we have abandoned in, quotes, growing up. Since getting over my fear of feelings, I've used some form of inner child connection every day to check in with my emotional body and tapping into its wisdom. I may take another person's actions as a rejection. For example, they don't want to be my friend or lover or marital partner or whatever. I have feelings about this, but as long as I do not reject my feelings with a judgment such as, I'm unlovable, unworthy, lost, abandoned, etc., I don't reject myself. Ultimately, I'm the only one who can reject myself in the face of others doing what they think they need to do in order to take care of themselves. By breathing with my feelings and releasing the temptation to block them with self-judgment, I regain a greater sense of wholeness and lovability than if I stayed in a relationship to which I was giving the power to make me think I was valuable and worthy of good feelings. People can have the greatest of rational intelligence at genius levels, but still be unbalanced as human beings and unable to experience their true connection with Source through their feeling body. Let's practice embracing our Source through finding and releasing our divine infant on the other side of the wounded child that has felt rejected or abandoned by us. Inner child meditation. We're going to return to the visualization we did at the onset of this class, but instead of visiting a scene of rejection or abandonment from the outside, we will do some healing work with our inner family. Get yourself comfortably seated with your spine relatively straight, again, not rigid. Let your eyes close as you breathe easily. Now, put your attention on the base of your spine and imagine a ball of orange glowing light rising up the back of your body as you inhale to the top of your head, then without pause, descending down the front of your body again to the base of your spine. Continue inhaling up your back and down your front, affirming that your breath energy is sending nurturance and safety on the way up your back and on the way down your front. Again, breathing comfortably and easy without pause between inhale and exhale, create a cocoon of light around your body, which is your safe place of peace and comfort. Now breathe into the heart center of your sanctuary and invite an image or felt sense of yourself as a child. Take whatever age or feeling state you see, feel, or imagine your little one to be in. Ask your little one to join you in this inner sanctum of your heart, to do a healing process to help you both to release any experience of rejection and or abandonment that happened between you in the past. Assure them that their well-being is of utmost importance in this exercise and that no harm will come to them or you. Initiate a gentle and steady breathing rhythm, which you will sustain throughout the visualization we'll do together, regardless of the emotions or thoughts which may arise in the process. Now ask your little one to remember a time from your past when they felt rejected and or abandoned by you. This could be a specific incident in which you ignored or overrode their feelings to your own detriment, or a more gradual abandonment of joy, playfulness, or primary self-care like eating well or getting enough sleep in your life. As you both continue to breathe easily, see and feel the feelings of both you and your little one from this time in your past. Now again, add an element to this scene of a divine loving presence that is supporting, comforting, and protecting both of you, such that no essential harm can come to your being as a result of what happened. And that forgiveness and understanding comes to both you and your little one. Imagine yourself saying something like this to your little one. Who you are, little, and say their name as they were called as a child. What you feel, what you need and want are still a vital part of who I am. I do not want to live without your original innocence, wonder, and joy in being alive. You are precious to me, and I am sorry for having ignored or rejected your needs or value in my life. I cannot promise to be able to make everything perfect all at once, but I'm asking for your partnership in restoring our harmony and wholeness. And I will not abandon you. Even if I lapse into old habits occasionally, my commitment is to stay connected with you every day. Now ask your little one if she or he is willing to make a regular connection with you in their safe place. Listen to their response with your heart. You may have to gain their trust by showing them consistency in your efforts to take their input into your daily life. I like to do a little connected breathing and ask 3 questions every day. Where are you, little? Again, say their name. What do you feel? What do you need and want? And then listen with the heart, not the head. Their answers, if authentic, tend to be very simple and direct. Oh, they could ask you, for example, not to go to work that day, in which case you may have to dialogue and come to some compromise, like, well, let's do something special after work. It's a relationship like any other and takes attention and commitment. But as you get good at it and build trust, you will notice a sense of integration, wholeness, and joy returning more and more. I've been doing this for 20 years, morning and evening, and it never gets old if you pay attention and are willing to honor the divine infant who never grows old and keeps you directly linked to Source. This is what Yahshua was referring to when he said, "You must become as little children to enter the kingdom of heaven." It is your little one who will lead you there. Take a moment now to imagine just how you will work it out to make it a habit to connect with your little one every day. It will not happen unless you're motivated and clever. I do it when I bathe, for example, so it's part of my daily routine. Some people put a picture of themselves as a child on their desk or bedstand. Some use a doll or a teddy bear to remind them. What will work for you? Listen to suggestions from your little one and start practicing your partnership right now. Still breathing easy, sense the new level of partnership with this aspect of yourself. Breathe and feel its presence. Again, breathe easy and sense all of you merging into one loving presence. Breathing easy, come back to the awareness of your present surroundings, bringing with you whatever you value most from our experiment. Any integration you gain for yourself is a positive contribution to the integration we share on our planet. Now, take Class 7 Handout 2, Inner Child Connecting, which we will use as a template to instill the habit of daily connection with your inner child. The 3 sentence stems are written at the top of the handout, so you do not need to write them over each day. Just write down the responses. Complete your 3 responses now under week 1, number 1. Where are you, little? Say your name. What do you feel? What do you need and want? Turn off the video and come back when you're complete. Tomorrow, complete week 1, number 2, and so on each day. Make it a routine to do the exercise, but connect in and have the responses be spontaneous and fresh each day. This will bring your inner child's aliveness, curiosity, and playfulness more and more into your life, increasing both your resourcefulness and joy in living. Holding you in my heart as fellow travelers on the road home, I send and receive blessings for our circle and all sentient beings till next class. Blessings in light and love.